We need to learn how to resist this. Unfortunately, this is all going to get worse because this horribly undemocratic transformation that's being done to our council system across the country. So, you know, at the minute we have all these different councils, so different competencies at different level, and the idea here doesn't always work like this, but the idea is that power should sit at the level that makes most sense, right? So, you know, planning sits at a district level, right? It's too big a complicated issue to sit at a parish level, so it sits a level up, right? But at county level it doesn't make sense because it's then too remote. The councillors don't live in the area that has been discussed, and that, so it doesn't work. So what they're doing now, they're making these unitary authorities, which are effectively like 3 district councils rolled into one, 3 or 4, it depends how many they decide to amalgamate together. So it's that with a bit of Essex County Council powers as well, and it means your voice is going to be smaller because you're going to be, you know, the number of constituents, the number of residents per representative is going to be a lot larger. So you're going to be smaller, quieter, less able to get heard, and things like planning is a thing that's just not going to work. It barely works as it is now. You know, so a tiny fraction of the total number of planning applications that are submitted to Chelmsford City Council actually go to committee to actually allow the public to come along and have their say, and to encourage councillors to democratically back them up, which is what happened on Stonebond the other day, a few weeks back rather. But it's like, so the planners had recommended it for approval, ignoring everything that we'd said. All the people who live around here say, no, it's a stupid place to build, it floods all the time. They ignored all of that. So only the councillors who we relied on, they came out and stuck up for residents and used their own eyes, right? They'd all driven past this place and seen it underwater, so they knew, a lot of them knew that this official position just wasn't right. And that's why it's important that your representatives live where in the area that they're representing. And so the trouble with this unitary authority, and this is the game plan, is that it puts all of your representatives more remotely, right? So even if your planning application comes to before the committee in this new thing, which probably a quarter of the things that go to committee now will go to committee in the planning committee for the unitary. Even if it goes to committee, the people who are making the decisions, you know, 2/3, 3/4 of them won't live in Chelmsford, right? So they're not going to be able to use their local knowledge and understanding to make a rational, reasoned decision. So it's not going to work. So it's really important that now we fight to defend these areas and establish a kind of precedent and whatever protections we need to get them protected, because it's only going to get harder.
Brilliant.